We're going to have a little bit of a delay between me getting to position to turn on Facebook and all the shit. So, what you are seeing on Ustream is the setup to make soap. And if you're going to be watching us on Facebook, everything else, we are going to do this, and we are going to turn all the microphones, except for the telephone. I'm going to turn that damn telephone on. We are going to turn the microphones on, and we are going to have Elizabeth and Jaybird go through the whole process here of soap. And so as we move into position here, I guess, go ahead and kind of explain what we have here, first of all.
Okay, so we are going to make some goat milk soap today. Now, what that entails is obviously we have our pitcher of goat milk, right? Okay, we have natural oils. Normally, soap makers use a blend of different oils that will show you like how firm the bar is going to be, how long it's going to last, that kind of thing. So here, I've melted oils that are coconut oil, palm oil, and olive oil. So nothing fancy. Right? So what we're going to do is we're going to pour some of our goat milk in here, and then we're going to mix this in there. It's kind of granulated like sugar, but this is sodium hydroxide. That's what's going to turn the oils in the milk into our soap. And then we're going to make some oatmeal and honey soap, because that's something everybody has in their kitchen, right? Do you have oatmeal and honey in your kitchen?
Yes.
Okay, see? So we have some oatmeal here. This is organic oatmeal, and then we have some raw honey here, so the good stuff, okay? Because if you start with good quality ingredients, guess what you're going to have? A good quality product, and that's our soap. So at horsepeas.com, we use good quality ingredients. So what we're going to do is we have our aprons on, we have gloves, and we are going to use some protective eyewear, because when you're working with sodium hydroxide, if it gets on you, you want to be prepared. It's a little uncomfortable, not quite, you know, like we were talking about before, Fight Club. If you've ever seen that scene and it, like the man's, you know, not like that. But we're going to have some fun with making soap. So when you make soap, you want to weigh your ingredients. Because I've done this a time or two, we're not going to take that time to weigh it. I know what I need. So we are going to take our raw goat milk, and we're going to mix in the sodium hydroxide. So we're going to do a little bit of dumping and pouring action in here. So I want you to give this a good stir. Okay? So what's going to happen is after we add our sodium hydroxide into our raw goat milk, we're going to dump that mixture into our oils. So that's right. It turns the consistency a little bit different, and that's meaning it's starting to work. And so once it's all incorporated, we're going to be good to go and just, you know, dump it in here and get it all mixed in. So how do you think that's going?
It's going good.
Okay, it's looking pretty good. So
Lots of yellow.
that's definitely how it starts to turn. Now, in order to keep your milk, you know, you can chill that milk down a little bit if you want. This was cold milk that we started with. So we're gonna mix our oils and our milk together. And then what we're gonna do, can you smell a little bit of a smell from it? There's kind of a smell that comes from that sodium hydroxide. So we're gonna blend. It's gonna get thick. Kind of like a pudding. So it's just gonna take a minute. We're just gonna incorporate all that sodium hydroxide with the oils. If you can still hear me talking, well, we would normally stir it just a little bit more until it thickens closer to like a pudding consistency, but right now we're going to add in do 2 scoops of our oatmeal. Yep, oatmeal's going to go in for 2 scoops.
Flat scoops or full scoops?
Go ahead and do flat scoops.
Okay.
Yep, we're good.
1, 2.
There you go. And now get the honey out, our nice, wonderful raw honey.
Swirl it around.
Yep, swirl it around, drop some in.
How much?
Just like 2 dollops. There's
One.
one. Get one more in there, and then, yeah, there you go. Okay, so you see how it's turned a nice kind of golden color? So after you blend together like that, you're going to be able to take a nice clean container, pour it in, and it's going to set up and get hard. So we're going to leave it at that amount right there. So what we're going to have is this mixture in a clean container, cover it for 24 hours. After the first 24 hours, you uncover it for another 24 hours. And then you get a block that looks like this.
Just in 48 hours?
So in 48 hours, you have a nice
Wow.
hard block.
Wow.
You can take something that just has a good sharp edge, but is, you know, nice and flat. It doesn't have to be a straight edge. Give it a few cuts. So in 6 weeks, you're going to have a hardening bar that you can use on your skin that's safe, that's not going to have any residual sodium hydroxide in it. All that has been completely absorbed, you know, into the soap in a proper amount. So people with sensitive skin, people with eczema issues can use it. You can use it on baby skin, very mature skin, you know, any skin type it's good for. So the reason why we made this soap is because the oatmeal and honey is our best-selling soap at horsepeace.com. So that's what we made today. It's something, like I said, everybody has in their kitchen, right?
So
it's a very easy soap to
take
start
me
with.
through all these tools you have here.
So normally when you're going to make soap, you want to scale. Like I said, we're going to weigh ingredients, right? So you normally weigh ingredients. You want to have a stick blender, or also called an immersion blender. That's for doing this process that you just saw. Okay? So then you just need something, you know, nice to stir that you can also pour into a good clean container that you have to, you know, form that soap and pop it out after the 48 hours. So outside of the scale and this, you'd like a thermometer, and just watch your temperatures to make sure if they get too hot, you can put some ice water underneath and cool it down while you're mixing, and that'll help change the consistency of your soap. So you don't need too many things to get it started, but, you know, it is a little bit of a cost investment, time investment, but when you get your own soap and you use it and you never have dry skin again, like, is that worth it? Yeah.
Yes.
You know?
You let it air dry for 6 weeks, right?
6 weeks. That's the hardest thing, is like making this awesome soap,
And then you have to wait.
And then you gotta wait 6
it.
weeks.
That's right. So exactly. So it's one of those things that it turns out to be awesome, but you have to have patience.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, if people want to get the soap or get a hold of you, how do they do this?
Okay, so Jiggy17, horseapiece.com. The Jiggy17 coupon code will allow you to have 25% off your order. So you want to use that coupon code. That's JIGGY17. Go to horseapiece.com and you'll find unscented soaps, scented soaps. You'll be able to find the pet soaps in their healthy pet section. You'll be able to get some good soap.
Fantastic. Well, Jay, what did you make of this whole experience?
Was it
here?
as scary as you thought it would be?
With lye? No. I think I might have some confidence to actually work with some
This
lye.
was easy, right? It's like any other recipe mixing together. You just have the right ingredients. The only thing is you don't normally need, you know, all this protective gear with regular baking. But, you know, yeah, it's doable.
Hell of a deal. So, how did you amass this process to be able to take this on the road like you're doing?
Oh, it gave me a few sleepless nights to be like, okay, how do I take like my mega batches and scale it back, or is that, you know? But no, I've been able to do it long enough to know just, you know, the right essentials. Like anything else, you do it a few thousand times, you're going to be able to do it like in your sleep and anywhere. Yeah.
Absolutely amazing. It is. This is something else. So Jay, as I transition over to the back to the desk, share me what you thought was going to happen and what actually happened.
Well, actually, since I've had experience with doing so, she brought the exact what I expect her to do. So
That's right. That is hard, you know.
only I thought the lye was going to be liquid, so that was probably the difference that I was not expecting.
Okay, now you can make your own lye, also known as the sodium hydroxide. If you want to take your hardwood ashes the way Grandma used to,
Yes.
put some rainwater through it, catch the rainwater, float an egg in it to see if it floats, if, you know, like that process. If you really want to do that, I'm not going to say you can't. But there are other
gloves.
methods nowadays, yes, that
Gloves.
make things a lot easier. So,
And then I guess I was expecting you to fill more in, and so probably there was way too much goat milk for.
way too much. We don't need
No.
as much as what's going to be in this
Yeah.
container. That's right. But it's always good to have extra. You know,
Oh,
if you
yes.
want to make more, you have enough.
And you never know if you're going to spill something.
That's so true. Yes, definitely. More is always better, right?
Yes.
Well, we are going to do this. We are going to take a